Hi, hello. So I'm super sorry if I sound like really sick in this video. I'm like recording a fair amount today and I don't really have time to record anything else, but it's really unfortunate because I'm like really stuffed up right now. So my apologies. Anyway, let's get into the video. So I like Vocaloid and vocal synthesizers, so why not make an Iceberg video about them? I'm getting a lot of my inspiration from different Vocaloid charts, so I'm actually going to sort of mash them all together to make my own, as well as adding some of my own little tidbits that I wanted to add. I obviously, won't be going through every single, Vocaloid or vocal synth Iceberg out there, so I'm going to kind of make this my own. Songs, unless they have some sort of thing attached to them, will not be included. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get into the Iceberg. Vocaloid's Hall of Fame, Hall of Legend, and Hall of Myths. The Hall of Fame, the Hall of Legend, and the Hall of Myths are three fan-made Vocaloid song charts. Songs with 100,000 or more views on Nico Nico are in the Hall of Fame. 1 million or more views are in the Hall of Legends, and 10 million or more views are in the Hall of Myths. Miku Miku Dance. Miku Miku Dance, also known as MMD, is a free animation software for the PC. It has kind of left the Vocaloid world due to the fact that people don't really use it for Vocaloid music videos anymore, so much as just random animations. But honestly, there's actually some really cool stuff that has come out of MMD in the past few years. Kryptonoids. Krypton Future Media is a Japanese software company owned by Hiroyuki Ito, located in Sapporo, Hokkaido. They've developed the most popular Vocaloid voice banks, including Miku, Rin, Len, Luca, Mako, and Kaito. They're also the minds behind the two most popular game series, and honestly, yeah, they're pretty much the people who you know when you get into Vocaloid. Krypton Concerts. Krypton Future Media has had several concerts featuring their voice banks over the years, such as the Miku Expo, the Magical Mirai, and the Hatsune Miku Live Party. There's many Vocaloid concerts, especially for Krypton, but we're not gonna really get into those. Polar. Polar is a virtual influencer made by The Soul Publishing, also known as the people who made 5-Minute Crafts. She's criticized for being a Miku ripoff due to the green hair and the virtual singing and virtual singer idea. However, Polar isn't actually like a synthesizer. She's not like a tool that you can make your own. She's actually just voiced by an actual human being instead of being a piece of software, so yeah. Project Diva. Project Diva is a series of multiple games by Sega and Krypton, started in 2009. The latest entry is Project Diva Megamix, also known as Project Diva Mega 39s, which was released in 2020. Project Sekai. Project Sekai is a rhythm or gacha game by Sega. Colorful Palette, and Krypton Future Media, released in 2020 in Japan and 2021 globally. It features Krypton's voice banks, known as virtual singers in this game and not Vocaloids, but it also has its own original characters and units, similar to games like Bang Dream or Ensemble Stars. Utao is a free vocal synth that is semi-similar to Vocaloid. It's completely free, but the kick is you can make your own voice bank. It comes with a default voice, Uta Utane, also known as Defoco. The thing with Utao is that some of the voice banks sound more robotic and don't really have the same care put into them as a full-on Vocaloid voice bank. But there's actually some amazing covers with Utao voice banks in them, and I'll put some up on the screen right now, like my favorite Utao covers, because Utao can honestly sound amazing. Ghost Rule Growl. Ghost Rule is a 2016 song by Deco27 and is one of his most popular songs. In the last part of the song, Miku yells out. A common thing in covers is to make the voice banks that are singing them growl. It can honestly sound really good, and there's several Ghost Rule growl compilations on YouTube. Some of the most popular growls are Len's growl and Teto's growl. Number 39. 39 is often associated with Miku. This is because 39 in Japanese can either be pronounced as san-kyu or mi-ku. Miscrediting songs. A lot of times people will credit songs to their voice bank instead of their producer. For example, saying that Freely Tomorrow is by Hatsune Miku instead of saying that it's by Michi M. K. K is the original artist for the Kryptonloids. He's done a lot of work with Krypton since then, including comics for Project Sekai, and also just doing some general fan work. K's style has become probably a staple of Vocaloid, with a lot of replicas coming out in the past few years. FNF Miku. There's a very popular mod of the game Friday Night Funkin' that features Hatsune Miku, causing some to think that Miku is from FNF. It's actually become a meme where people say that Miku is the quote-unquote FNF girl. So, yeah. Dark/disturbing songs. A common thing in the Vocaloid community is normal-sounding songs having incredibly dark meanings. Some examples of this are Gomenne Gomenne, lots of laugh, hello, how are you, and Scissorloid. Snow Miku. Snow Miku is a festival held in Sapporo, Hokkaido at the beginning of the year. She's designed by fans each year based on a theme. She also has a pet rabbit called a rabbit Yukine, who was introduced in 2014. Fanloids or derivatives. Fanloids are fake characters that are created using the voice editor in Vocaloid. The most popular fanloid characters are Akita Neru, who is pitched up Miku or pitched down Rin, Haku Yamane, pitched down Miku or Luka, and Sakine Meiko, which was pitched up Meiko. Also, Kawaii Kawaine is literally the best fanloid. I won't be taking any criticism. Other examples include all of the gender bend Vocaloids, Kurotane Piko, and Zatsune Miku. Actual siblings. Rin and Len aren't actually canonically siblings, but some Vocaloids are canonically related. Anang and Kanon are twins, as well as Meikahime and Meiko-Mikoto. Aoki, Lapis, and Merly are also siblings, but Merly is actually supposed to be Lapis's older sister. Mikudayo. Mikudayo is a popular meme in the Vocaloid community that features a Nendoroid of the standard Hatsune Miku. She's been officially recognized by Krypton and is often portrayed as a weird, obscure, sort of villainous character. She has been featured in the Project Mirai promotional series, and it's honestly hilarious. There's actually a mod for Project Diva with Mikudayo in it, and yeah.
Mikudayo. 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 Mikudayo.
Project Mirai. Project Mirai is a game for the Nintendo 3DS, similar to Project Diva, but with a more chibi style. Gumi was also featured in the game as a special guest. Bee and Puppy Cat. Bee and Puppy Cat is a web series that features the Vocaloid Oliver as the voice of Puppy Cat.
I don't like telling people what to do.
I honestly really love Bee and Puppy Cat, so yeah, go watch Bee and Puppy Cat. Actually, Bee and Puppy Cat wasn't how I got into Vocaloid, but I did recognize Oliver's voice, and yeah, that was a fun time. Character items. Character items are different items associated with Vocaloids given to them by fans. They're given as signifiers. Miku's is most popularly a leek, Rin's is an orange, Len's is a banana, Luca's is tuna, Kaito's is ice cream, Meiko's is alcohol. I don't know why this was one, but okay. And Gumi's is carrots. They've actually been acknowledged by the companies a fair amount of times, except Meiko's is way less apparent. They don't really say it outright. It's kind of implied with her Vivid Bad Squad thing in Project Sekai, but not really. There's also a bunch of weird character items, like shoes being a persimmon, and Ia's apparently being a potato. So, yeah, there's a lot of weird items. Talkloid. Talkloids are skits in which Vocaloids speak in a conversation, contrary to Vocaloid being meant for singing. Most of them are memes or just jokes, and it's pretty much the entire catalyst for the quote-unquote meme squad being a thing, so yeah. Honestly, Talkloids are really funny, and I like a lot of them, but yeah. Nyan Cat. The Nyan Cat meme song from the 2010s is actually a Vocaloid song. It's by the producer Danny Well, and is called... hold on. I gotta, say this, but, I can't get caught up in this. Nya 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 nya. Also known as meow 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 meow. The version that became popular is a cover by the Vocaloid Momone Momo, but the original was sung by Hatsune Miku and is actually in Project Diva, so yeah, groovy. Hatsune Miku and Taco Luka. They're both derivatives of Miku and Luka. Hatsune Miku is actually the reason for the item war system when discussing character items in the Vocaloid fandom. It started with the Miku cover of Iev and Polka, which later became a very popular Vocaloid meme. Taco Luka was created similarly through a parody of Luka Luka Night Fever by Sanfree called Taco Luka Maguro Fever. Also, taco in this sense is not like T-A-C-O, it's actually taco with a K, because taco is the Japanese word for octopus, so she's pretty much in English just Octopus Luka due to the tentacles on her hair. Commercials. There are several commercials featuring Vocaloids. Popular ones include the Domino's app featuring Hatsune Miku, that one Lux commercial where Scarlett Johansson talks to Miku, and the Toyota 2011 ad campaign with the bacon-wrapped hot dog guy. A lot of these Miku ads have become memes. There's also an official 7-Eleven Miku Dayo ad, which is... yeah. PPD. PPD is a fan-made PC version of Project Diva. It's usually used to make fan-made charts or just play Project Diva on PC. There's several downloadable mods for it, and it's pretty much just how people, mod Project Diva, so, yeah. Persona 4. In Persona 4 Dancing All Night, Miku appears as a DLC character. She performs the ATOLS remix of the song Heaven. Also, the module used in the Persona 4 music video was actually added to Project Diva. Kryptonloids aren't Vocaloids. In August of 2019, Krypton announced that they wouldn't be making any more updates for Vocaloid. Instead, their voice banks would be moving to their own studio, Pyapro. These are known as the new type or NT voice banks. Currently, Miku is the only one that is fully finished and has been released, but the others are close behind, with their demos being leaked in Project Sekai. And I'll probably just make an entirely different video on, my opinion on NT, but yeah. Miku opened for Lady Gaga. In 2014, Miku actually opened for one of Lady Gaga's concerts. She performed some of her most popular songs like World Is Mine and Glass Wall. Miku Symphony. The Miku Symphony is a concert featuring the Tokyo Philharmonic Orchestra and the Kryptonloids. It features orchestral arrangements of popular Vocaloid music. Honestly, I really, really love the Miku Symphony arrangements of several popular Vocaloid songs. They sound so good. I love them. The Night Series. The Night Series is a multimedia series by Hitoshizuku P. and Yama, featuring Vocaloid characters stuck in the land of the play they are in. It features the original 4 songs, as well as a light novel series and a manga series. Synth V. Synth V is a separate voice synthesizer with companies that used to make Vocaloids like AH Software hopping on the bandwagon. It's probably most known for Eleanor Forte, Solaria, Koharu Rika, and Saki. High/low range test. The high/low range test is a popular Vocaloid meme where people test out a voice bank's high or low range through a short song. It usually involves pretty angry dialogue, as well as just ear-splitting high notes. The Avilius Chronicles. The Avilius Chronicles is a multimedia franchise featuring the Vocaloids. It was created by the producer Mothy and currently features a ton of songs, around 50 songs at this point, as well as light novels, manga, several fan-made PVs, as well as a card collaboration with Project Sekai in 2021. Vocaloid in Just Dance. Several Hatsune Miku songs have actually been added into Just Dance. These include Popipo, Yevon Polka, Love Ward, and Tell Your World. Butterfly on Your Right Shoulder is a Rin song. Butterfly on Your Right Shoulder is known as one of the most popular Kagamine Len songs. However, it was originally sung by Kagamine Rin, with the Len version being the obviously more popular version and pretty much, I guess I could say, the successor to the Rin version, but the Rin version is still the original version of the song. Vocaloid Dollfie Dream Dolls. There are a lot of Vocaloid Dollfie Dream Dolls out there. Honestly, the Dollfie Dream Dolls look really good. There is that really popular edit of a Dollfie Dream Doll that has been going around the internet for a while, but honestly, I'll pop some of my favorite Vocaloid Dollfie Dream Dolls up on screen because, like, there's a ton of them that I absolutely adore because Dollfie Dream makes, like, really pretty dolls. 2019 and 2020 Sakata Miku bootleg figures. The Sakata Miku figures from 2019 and 2020 were relentlessly bootlegged and sold on many websites due to the simple pose and the easiness of the design. This causes many people to purchase these low-quality bootleg rip-off figures. A lot of popular videos have shown the bootleg figures having, like, stretched-out faces and stuff. So, yeah. Miku Hatsune Vevo. Miku Hatsune Vevo was a fake Hatsune Miku channel that paraded around as the real Hatsune Miku channel, but in reality, this is the only real, or what I think is the only real Hatsune Miku channel. It was famous for publishing a remix or edit of the song Sand Planet by Hachi, with Nicki Minaj rapping in one of the verses. Normally this would be fine, but I think the main part that people were kind of mad about is the fact that they were linking to an affiliate link without disclosing that it was an affiliate link and that if you bought something from there, you were giving them money. So, yeah, I guess that's kind of what it is. I never really got into the drama, so if I am spreading any misinformation, please correct me about this. I just remember it was a big thing back in, like, 2017. I'm forgetting, sorry. Megpoid the Music. Megpoid the Music is a game created by the Paraphrase Studio and was their first and their last project. It was based upon Megpoid Gumi, and it was created by Internet Co. and Paraphrase. However, Internet Co. never really took out game ventures except for one collaboration with, like, Project Mirai with Krypton years later. Megpoid the Music, I'll give my honest review, it's not the best. It's really, it's fun, and the PVs can be, like, really cool, and I mean, there's some cool mechanics to it, but, like, when emulating it, the phrase Gumi says before is just, like, horrendous static, as well as, like, how well you did on the song is based on your health bar. So, yeah, I could pretty much pass every song with ease due to the fact that keeping your health up is fairly easy. So, yeah. Miku Nano. Miku Nano is basically a mascot costume of Hatsune Miku. It's kind of known for having, like, a really, like, just solid face expression, and Miku Nano usually performs with Mikudayo, or is seen with Mikudayo. Honestly, the Miku Nano Facebook is, like, the funnest thing to look through. I love it. Sanrio and Vocaloid. Sanrio has done some collabs with Vocaloid, but they also made their own Vocaloid with AH software. Nekomura Iroha, or basically the Hello Kitty Vocaloid, is a Vocaloid developed by AH Software and Sanrio. She has a lot of kitty or Hello Kitty inspiration in her design, as you can probably tell. So, yeah. CFM_Miku_EN. Miku's official English Twitter. Miku's account was actually once banned for being under 13 because I think someone on the team that ran her account changed it to her actual birthday, which is August 31st, 2007. And I think at the time, 2007 wasn't really considered 13 years ago, so yeah. Luckily they got her account reinstated, so yeah. Racing Miku. Good Smile Racing is a racing team in Japan. Hatsune Miku is often featured in like promotional figures and illustrations promoting the team for a new season. Miku at Coachella. Miku was part of Coachella's 2020 lineup. This unfortunately never came to light due to the global pandemic that caused Miku to not be at Coachella 2020. It was a huge meme in the Vocaloid community with several people saying that they shouldn't send Miku to Coachella, so yeah. Project Diva song removals. Senbon Sakura was removed from the Korean version of Project Diva due to themes of Japanese imperialism being apparent in the song. Holy Lance Explosion Boy was removed too, but for other reasons. The Miku formula. The Miku formula is an explanation as to why many characters have the designs they do. How Miku has basically influenced a ton of modern characters with pigtails, ties, skirts, boots, things like that. That's the Miku formula. Jinriki Utao. Utao is a free software where anyone can make any voice bank they want. This leads to people making voice banks based on characters by getting voice samples from them. There are some that are actually kind of serious, and there are actual covers with, like, character utaos. However, others are, different, to say the least. Honestly, I absolutely love, this SpongeBob cover of Sand Planet by Hachi. No, honestly, it's actually really good. I do like it. Kaneka. Kaneka is a derivative character of Hatsune Miku. The CA in her name stands for calcium, or is based off of calcium. She's often known for being featured in bacterial contamination. She's created by Deino and is a mechanized skeleton with a sort of shell in the shape of Miku. She's actually officially recognized with several different pieces of media attached to her. She actually was dancing once, and honestly, I really love her. She's really cool. The Nico Nico Cho parties. Nico Nico Cho parties are 3-part concerts featuring multiple types of voice banks. They have slightly lower quality, but they're honestly pretty fun to watch because of the many crossovers. For example, the Teto and Iya Lost Ones Weeping cover was absolutely amazing. The Echo Hibikase mashup is probably the most popular thing from there. But yeah, I really like it. Unofficial Hatsune Mix. The Unofficial Hatsune Mix is a manga made by Kei, which is heavily inspired by Vocaloid fan culture. Despite Kei having official affiliation with Krypton Future Media, Unofficial Hatsune Mix is unofficial. The Big Al demo. A demo for the PowerFX Vocaloid voice bank, Big Al, using his original voice. It is notoriously bad and has become a meme throughout the Vocaloid fandom. The song is written by Alexei Ustinov, and it's really just a sort of soft, sort of like song, jazz thing, but the voice is very bad.
Just to know. What do you have to show? Try something new today. It's up within your reach.
The next entry also features Big Al syndrome. Big Al syndrome is a term used in the Vocaloid community to refer to a Vocaloid whose release is delayed or is late. Big Al himself is the catalyst for this term due to the fact that Big Al's release date was incredibly late. Shiteanyo. Shiteanyo is a derivative character of Hatsune Miku in which her pigtails are legs. Human legs. She's become a meme character and is kind of added into the Nightmare minuscule Vocaloid mascots, along with Kalnika and another entry which we'll get into later. Celebrity Vocaloids. A lot of Vocaloids are actually voiced by celebrities. Gakpo is voiced by rock artist Gact, Siu is voiced by K-pop star Kim Dae, Fukase is voiced by Sekai no Owari's Satoshi Fukase, Yohyoloid is voiced by Yohyo, and Utatane Pico is voiced by Pico. Unity-chan. Unity-chan, also known as Otori Kohaku, is a mascot for Unity that debuted as a Vocaloid for Voice Bank. She's actually also in an animation plugin for Vocaloid made by Unity. She's the only Vocaloid you can use in that program, but yeah, that's also a little fun fact for you there. Song Builder 575. A PS Vita game featuring Vocaloids Azuki and Matcha. It featured a light version of the Vocaloid 2 engine, which is very rare. You're also able to adjust the lyrics to different songs. Some notable producers like Pinocchio P, Cosmo, and Otetsu were featured in this game. Go 575. This kind of relates to Song Builder 575, but it's actually an anime. It featured Vocaloids Masaoka Azuki and Kobayashi Matcha. It only consisted of around 5 really short episodes, but yeah, it's kind of weird. Miki and Pico. Software recently announced that Vocaloids SFA2 Miki and Utatane Pico were originally supposed to be counterparts. However, due to budget cuts, the project was split into 2 companies, with Pico going to Sony and Kiyun Music, and Miki staying with Software. Lenka and Rinto are pointless. Lenka and Rinto are fan-made gender-bent derivatives of Kagamine Rin and Len. The thing is that Rin and Len are already mirrored versions of each other, so it's just an alternate version of what's already done. David Letterman. In 2014, Miko appeared on the David Letterman show as a performer. She performed the song Sharing the World, and yeah, the performance was good, but David Letterman's interactions with Miko were just really weird. I don't know. Vocaloid. Vocaloid is a cracked version of the Vocaloid software, which was and is still popular. You can tell it's Vocaloid by the interface that is used. There's several screenshots of what Vocaloid looks like, and it's honestly told to be a very good way to use the Vocaloid software. However, yeah, it is cracked. It is like a pirate version. And a lot of older Vocaloid 2 and Vocaloid 3 voice banks were the target of countless cracking by Vocaloid users. 2 of which that I can think of off the top of my head would be Prima and Micah. Voice provider covers. A lot of Vocaloid voice providers have covered songs featuring the Vocaloid that they voiced. Saki Fujita, Asami Shimoda, Gact, No Straight Answer, and others have done these. The Blonde Mako bootleg. There is a blonde Mako Nendoroid that has blonde hair instead of brown hair, and it has been featured as sort of a meme in the community as looking like Leon, or being a Leon Nendoroid. Or that's what this one post said. Gact, tax evasion and weird tweets. Gact, Gakpo's voice provider, has been accused of evading taxes and moving to Malaysia. Allegedly. Also, Gact makes some, really weird tweets. Yeah. Just straight to the point, okay. Luo Tianyi glitching out on stage. At V-Singer Live 2017, Luo Tianyi performed the song Puyo Puyo. However, she was incredibly glitchy, her hair and body literally flying off mid-song, her body clipping into the floor, and her arms impaling her. Here's some of my favorite moments from that video that are just amazing. Honestly, I do love V-Singer's models, and their animation in their concerts has gotten way better over the years, but this is just really funny to see. Defoco VCV. While Defoco, being the default Utao voice bank, has 2 official CV voice banks, some have made her some VCV voice banks. For those who don't know the different Utao voice banks, CV voice banks were the first, they're the easiest and most basic voice banks to make. VCV voice banks are sort of better and more fluid, and are kind of the standard for Japanese utao voice banks nowadays. There's also like VCCV or CVVC or whatever, but yeah, I don't really use utao. Kim Dahi went to jail. Shiu's voice provider, Kim Dahi, was one of 2 women arrested for blackmailing the actor Lee Byung-hun in 2015. She has now been released and gotten into television work, I think. This is all based on random articles. I'm not exactly sure, like, the full details of the situation, but yes. This also caused the disbandment of Glam, and she was kicked out of the group. Unknown voice providers. Some voice providers are not able to be revealed or have not been revealed. The most famous of this is Kai Yuki, whose voice provider was a minor at the time of recording and couldn't be revealed for privacy and legal reasons. She is actually an adult now, and she did talk about Yuki, but her identity still remains anonymous. There are other Vocaloids that don't have revealed voice providers, such as Micah, Bruno, Clara, Tonio, Prima, VY1 and 2, Sonica, and multiple others. Private use Vocaloids. Some Vocaloids are not able to be purchased publicly. Akiko Lloyd-chan, as well as 2 resurrections of dead singers, Ueki Lloyd and Hide, being released for private use. Unreleased Vocaloids. Most unreleased Vocaloids are just versions of already existing voice banks, like the Jody and Ronnie prototypes of Sweet Ann and Big Al, Mako Append, and the V2 Miku English. However, other characters that never made it are a Krypton male voice bank, REV or Rev, a counterpart for Call, Ring Suzune, and Vino, who is supposed to be a rival to Lumi. Viperloids. The Vipers were a group of online trolls on 2chan that teased quote-unquote Vocaloid voice banks. Their most famous troll, and probably their first troll, was Kasaneteto, a quote-unquote Vocaloid that was released as an Utaoloid on April 1st. Other Viperloids include Yokune Ruko, Namine Ritsu, Sukanete, Rook, and Miko Oka. Now, most of these have, like, funny or supposedly, like, joke backstories, like Namine Ritsu being 6 years old, or Kasaneteto being, like, baguette obsessed or something. Yeah, Save Miku. Save Miku was a movement that happened when YouTube began to issue takedowns on several Vocaloid videos. Luckily, the issue was resolved by Krypton. I'm relatively sure it was just a copyright problem that, like, Krypton's managers had to handle. I'm not sure, so please inform me. Bar. Bar is the video for the song Color Bars by Ghost and Pals. The video was renamed to Bar after Ghost canceled communications. Lost Utaoloids. In 2020, several download sites were breaking down due to age, causing older Utao voice banks to be lost to time. There's a fair amount of Utao archival projects, which basically have, like, people downloading them and putting the links on, like, newer websites that won't break. So, yeah. Naoto Fuga treats Kaito like his son. Naoto Fuga, aka Kaito's voice provider, is the biggest Kaito fan. Sure, Kaito has a lot of fangirls, but Naoto Fuga is the biggest Kaito fan. I am not accepting anything. He calls Kaito his son and has a lot of videos where he shows off his Kaito merchandise, and he's the biggest Kaito fan. I absolutely love, like, the interactions between him and just Kaito, or, like, Kaito fans. It's so good. I don't know.
You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see?
I'm sorry, I'm, like, rambling right now, but literally, nah. Also, another fun fact, Naoto Fuga is the Japanese voice of Prince Charming from Cinderella. Yeah, funky. Miku Flick. Miku Flick was a mobile rhythm game by Krypton Future Media. Never really got off, the ground, but it was basically mobile Project Diva. Miku crying speech. In 2017, Miku gave a speech at the Magical Mirai where she cried. It was pretty much just her crying over, having so many supporters, and pretty much just your average celebrity crying speech. It was just odd because it was Hatsune Miku. Miku's concept art. Miku had concept art by Kei before we got the classic twin tail design. I honestly really like her beta design, but the iconic design that we have now is also great. But I don't know, seeing Miku like this would be just really cool. Project If. Project If was a project by Krypton Future Media created as an experiment. It was meant to include different choir-themed voice banks. The project has been assumed cancelled, with the last mention of it being in 2016. It was based on an elementary school setting, and there were several concerns. There was a device created for it, but I think the main reason Krypton abandoned it was due to, concerns with the different things that people could do with Vocaloid. So, yeah. BTS. Before their debut, some members of the K-pop group BTS were back dancers for Glam, the group that Kim Dae, CU's voice provider, was in. They also danced along to you in a performance of the song Glamorous. Rin and Len, being twins, quote-unquote, retconned due to shipping. Krypton actually intended Rin and Len to be twins at first, and they also refer to Rin and Len as twins in several cases on accident, but due to shipping, they threw out the idea. Vocadol. Vocadol was a mobile app featuring Aoki Lapis, Anon, Canon, Viva1, Merly, Kokone, Lily, and Cull. It was closed down in 2017, but it actually had a fair amount of lore. It was sort of like an idol training game. I don't know if I could compare it to Project Sekai because I've never actually played the game, but based on this art, it does look pretty good. Project Diva file sizes. File sizes for different Project Diva games include references to the number 39, including 3.9 gigabytes, 3939 megabytes, and 39,000 or 3,900 megabytes. I'm sorry, I forgot how to speak. Vocafair 2011. Vocafair was a concert put on by Yamaha to celebrate the release of Vocaloid 3. It featured several different Vocaloids, such as Gumi, Tonerion, and Aoki Lapis. Stella. Stella was a fake Vocaloid created by former Vocaloid producer Planty P. She was created using cross-synthesis technology. I'm relatively sure she was made using Kokone, Rana, Merly, Mako, and some other non-Vocaloid voice banks. There was a whole controversy around it, and she was supposed to be made for charity, but when it was found that she was a fake voice bank, things went down. Meikutsu. Meikutsu is an Otaloid voiced by shoes that the creator found around their house. It actually has a design, which is made up of legs. Meikutsu is according to Meikutsu's lore, Meikutsu is a god that can attack you if it sees you throwing shoes that can still be worn away. Larval Rin. A derivative of Kagamine Rin. She has actually been officially acknowledged. She's supposedly a pre-evolution version of Rin, and yeah, she's one of the Nightmare Fuel derivatives, along with Kaneka and Shitayanyo. Viva Happy World History Edition. Michi M uploaded a version of his song Viva Happy that was also teaching the history of the world. Alice of Human Sacrifice based on real events. Before this one, I would like to add a bit of a trigger warning, because if you know what Alice Human Sacrifice is about, you probably understand this, but trigger warning for, stuff up on the screen right now. The Vocaloid song Alice of Human Sacrifice is seemingly based on a real series of murders in Japan, called the Alice Killings. In reality, the Alice Killings is a creepypasta/urban legend. No one can really prove if it is real or not. It is said to have parallels to a different killer, but I am not sure, and as of now, the Alice Killings is just a creepypasta or urban legend. Akihiko Kondo. Akihiko Kando is a man who married Hatsune Miku. Yeah. In 2021, his hologram that he used to basically make Hatsune Miku real, the technology was discontinued. So yeah, I don't know what he's gonna do now, but yeah, he's married to Miku. The Poppy Po juice. Based on the popularity of Poppy Po, Family Mart collaborated with Krypton Future Media and made a real Poppy Po veggie juice. I've never tasted it, and I don't really like vegetable juice. I don't like V8, so yeah, I don't think I'd ever want to taste this drink. But I mean, the Miku vegetable juice. Miku vegetable juice. Snow Miku sculpture. In 2012, during the Snow Miku festival, the snow sculpture of Miku literally collapsed. It was actually able to be put up pretty fast within like the next 9 hours, but still it fell, and yeah. It was said to be because I think it was getting a bit hot outside, and the melting kind of like put the weight of the head, considering it was a Snow Miku like Nendoroid sculpture, to fall. And yeah, there's some pictures, I'll put them up on screen right now. Metamorca. Metamorca was a mobile app that you could dress up Kanaka with, and honestly, I love the art, it's really cute. Yeah, I like it. Vocanova. Vocanova was a mobile game starring Luo Tianyi. It is similar in style to Project Diva, and I'm relatively sure it's discontinued now, and there are only 2 known modules that you could put Luo in, her normal outfit and a pink one. HRP-4C. HRP-4C, aka Meme, is a humanoid feminine robot created by the National Institute of Advanced Industrial Science and Technology. Meme sang through the voice of CV04, which is a Vocaloid or vocal bank made by Krypton. She's also cosplayed Miku and Gumi, which she can also sing through. Daughter of Evil musical. A musical based on the Avilius Chronicles, specifically the Daughter and Servant of Evil plotlines. Clips of it can be found on YouTube. I honestly really like the costumes they have for this musical. They're really cool. Rin Rin Dance and Len Len Dance. Spin-offs of MMD, except the only models you can use are the default Animasa Rin and Len. Motions don't really load well either, depending on like normal ones. I'm assuming it also doesn't accept PMX files, so yeah. Vocaloid Opera Aoi. A 30-minute long opera film with no humans. Nekomura Iroha is one of the voice banks used in the opera. Yeah, pretty much the only human thing in the opera is the people actually moving in the thing, but yeah, no, it's fully virtual. The voices are done with Vocaloid. Elvis and the Daisy Project. Elvis was the original prototype of Vocaloid back in the 1990s, but Vocaloid itself was never really thought of until the 2000s. The Daisy Project were the original voices prepared for Vocaloid, including the original names for Meiko and Kaito, Hanako and Taro, as well as the 3 original voices, Lola, Leon, and Miriam. The Miriam Vocaloid Concert. The first Vocaloid live performance featured Miriam. It was held in 2004 in, apologies if I'm saying this wrong, Novosibirsk, Russia. Her voice sang the song of Sad Mondays, and this is pretty much known as the first ever Vocaloid live performance. It's actually featured on the Jasmine Music Technologies website, which is something that I referred to in my last video. Mikutab. Mikutab is part of Danny Wells' website. It's actually really fun. I wasted like 3 hours playing this stupid game. I honestly love it. Anyway, that is my iceberg chart. Thank you for watching. I'm incredibly happy that you decided to stick around, because right now I'm looking at the audio. This is like 42 minutes long. I didn't expect it to be this long, actually. I guess I kind of did, but at the same time, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to try to make like more videos in the next few months, but with my schedule currently, it might be hard to crank them out due to the fact that I can't really get some alone time to record a lot. But yeah, as of now, here you go. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.